just continue to find a way. They just, have a spirit about them that just is, very special. They just keep believing. They kept attacking. They kept believing and just, making plays. And, these two young ladies sitting to my left and my right were just, I thought, very special tonight, just one of the keys going into the game was going to be rebounding for us. We were still a -10, but we did what we had to do, and these two were a big part of it. I can't say enough about the job that Lexi and Brittany did tonight.
Sure, and then for either of the players, you guys kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start. Both teams really did in the first half. Can you talk about early in the third quarter when you guys were down by 11, what kind of sparked that momentum shift?
So we're both great defensive teams, so we knew it was going to be more of a slower paced game. We just kind of went into halftime, with the spirit and heart that, hey, we've been down before and we've battled back. And we always know that as IUP players, we have that comeback in us, and we always like to go on our big run during the third quarter. And again, we went against a great defensive team, so a huge run didn't happen, but enough to put us ahead. And once we got the lead, we had a timeout, and I just can remember Lauren saying, we have the lead and we're not going to lose it. And we kind of stuck to that, and they would score a basket and then we'd come back and score a basket. So it went back and forth for a little, and then we finally pulled away, and that's just IUP basketball, and we stuck to our principles.
Great. Lexi, anything to add?
No, she basically covered everything, honestly.
She usually does. Covers everything.
Well, Lexi, can you speak to those last 3 minutes of the third quarter when you all made plays and flipped the momentum and erased that deficit?
Yeah, it was just awesome to see. We were just finding each other. Coach was saying, push the ball. So that's what we were doing. We were just running, and everyone was just finding each other. And it was just awesome to see, and we just had so much energy.
Coach, can you speak to the defensive effort? We talked on the pregame show about their outstanding player, Sharika McNeil. I don't think she had a field goal in the second half. She finished with 14 points. Just a pretty amazing effort.
Yeah, once again, it was a team effort. And within that team effort, when we were man-to-man, Lauren was assigned to her, and I thought really made her work for everything that she got tonight. And then two other things. One, we did a lot of switching. They do a great job with ball screens. And so Lexi had to switch onto her. Brittany guarded her. And Brittany amazes me the way she switches on the guards and, takes them on and keeps them in front and makes them take tough shots. So that was really important. And then we went to the zone, and we tried to eliminate some of. She's so good off the bounce. She's so quick, and we went to the zone to try to eliminate some of that dribble penetration. And I thought our team was just really hooked up in the zone, took away the penetration, and did a good job of finding her and not letting her get loose and open for threes.
Brittany, you weren't here yesterday for the conference, but pregame and postgame, just talk about the experience the past 3 years, so many tight games and championship type performances, including the Atlantic Regional. Drawing on that experience, especially when you find yourself down by 11, you're down by 7 at the half, they hit you with 4 quick ones to start the third. How much does that experience help you?
Last year any year you play in the regionals. If you can make it here, then all the teams are great. I can't say that one team has a weaker play than us. So, to get here and to be down by 7 and then 11, with the experience from being here the past 3 years, you know that anything's possible, that any team can come out and have a quick run, and then you just have to take that and then flip it and have another quick run and outscore them. So having my background experience and winning last year, I just knew deep in my heart that I know my girls weren't going to go down without a fight. So I never in my mind thought, hey, we might lose this one. I just thought, hey, we need to come back and win. So that's what you get from being here for 3 years.
Coach, talk about Natalie Meyer's performance. She hit a big tray basically at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter to give you the lead back, capping off that 20-point third quarter of action. She was really a spark in that second half.
There's a lot of things that, as coach, that you're really happy about with this team, and you celebrate and everything. But Natalie's confidence and her just breaking out like this in the last couple of weeks is something that I think we're all just so happy for her.
Thankful for.
Yeah, because we know how good she is and how talented she is, and she just has a belief right now that she has an open look. She's gonna let it fly, and so that has made us an even better team, and it has not gone the way we thought it would have gone in terms of like playing 5-6 people. We didn't anticipate that, this weekend. We want to be 8 strong, and but for whatever reason, these 6 have just really found their niche and really are playing so well together. It's hard to take them off the floor at any one given time. They just continue to get stronger as the game goes on.
Coach, I know you were -10 in team rebounding, but Brittany, 2 double-doubles back-to-back days, and I know, like yesterday in the second half, she cleaned up the defensive boards. If you can speak to that effort.
Yeah, it just amazes me, night in and night out. And she does it in such a way that you don't realize, oh, she just had a double-double, because she's so unselfish, so unassuming. She just, but we wouldn't be where we are without Brittany, because she has developed into one of the best centers and one of the best low post players in our conference, in our region, and I would go as far as to say in the country. She really plays at a high level, very skilled, high basketball IQ, and she just does so much for our team on both ends of the floor. And so we knew those rebounds were going to be important. In fact, Jesse, before the game, Mark brought up to me the last 2 times that we played them that the rebounding was rather lopsided in their favor. And so as part of our pregame talk, I mentioned Mark's information to our team and kind of challenged them. And these 2, I think, just took it to heart and just said, not today, and just really competed hard on the glass against a terrific front line. And so I think that's one of the keys to the game is the job that Brittany, Lexi, Natalie, and our team did on the glass today.
It's so difficult when you almost get to the top of the mountain. Last year you played for a national semifinal, but you do get to the top of the mountain in the Atlantic Regional and win the championship. To defend it, I think, is even more difficult. Brittany, Lexi, can you talk to that point, and coach as well?
We're not defending anything.
We're
not. It's a new year, Mark. We're a new team. We're the 3rd seed. You know what I mean? We are not here to defend anything. We are on a journey together, this group. And we are a completely different team, even though we have some of the same players. And we're just excited. We're thankful. We're humbled that we get to stay and play another day. And we just look forward to the challenge and the opportunity, and whoever we play, on Monday night, we know it'll be a hard-fought game.
Final thing I have, Coach, or to the players. Go ahead. You want to talk about that, Brittany? Go ahead.
I was just the same as Coach. We don't really think of it as defending. Like you said, it's a new year, new team. I just think it just gives us the experience, like you mentioned earlier, to know what it takes to get there, and then to bring that into practice every day, to bring that to each game as upperclassmen. I think Lexi and I do a great job of that every day at practice, because we know what it takes to get to the regionals and to the Elite Eight. But we never, I know I have, and I don't think any of our other teammates have ever thought like, oh, we were regional champions last year, like we have to win, we have to defend it, we have to do this. We think of how can we get better, how can we get past regionals, how can we get past Elite Eight, Final Four, like, because we want to come out on top, the very top of the mountain. So that's how we think of it.
So I covered everything.
Okay, so the final thing I would have Tom, no question, Carolyn wasn't at her best today, and it looked like maybe she took a knee to the head from Floyd. Was that the injury? And very uncharacteristic for her and Lauren, maybe even a missed free throws. So is the off day coming at a good time? Is fatigue factor into that when you're not shooting the ball as well as we're
Well,
accustomed
I
to?
think that's part of it. You know, we're playing 5-6 people, and so your legs, you know, get tired. But boy, I thought she impacted the game in so many other ways. You know, just with her defense, her assists today. She was everywhere. She just did a lot of things, and the same thing, you know, with Lauren. So we'll enjoy the day off. But, you know, the other thing I want to mention, too, is I was really concerned when Lexi went out of the game, when she fouled out. She's so valuable. She was playing so well. She she was not fatigued. She was running the floor well and getting some layups, and her teammates were finding her. And so when she picked up her 5th foul, I was concerned. But boy, I tell you, just another thing, just when you see somebody like Courtney Alexander come in and make some plays and, you know, knock down 2 big free throws and do a good job on the defensive end, that's a great thing. And you know, I think that'll give her some confidence moving forward.
And her length, I think, disrupted things defensively.
Yeah, she was great top of the zone.
All right, Coach, ladies, thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff, that's it from the press room.